it starts with a whisper. In private clubs, on remote islands, behind the mirrored glass of skyscraper suites, a game is said to exist. A game with no board, no cards, no dice. Instead, the stakes are human lives, and the players are the world's wealthiest men. For most of us, risk means a lost paycheck, a broken investment, or a failed dream. But for those who already own the world, risk has to mean something more, something darker, something dangerous. This is the story of how billionaires created the most dangerous game ever played. The human brain is wired for survival, but when survival is no longer a question, something else happens: boredom. Psychologists call it the hedonic treadmill. The more you have, the less it thrills you. For the ultra-rich, the thrill of buying another yacht or a private jet fades. And so they search for games that remind them what it feels like to be alive. Some turn to high-stakes gambling. Some dive into dangerous sports. But for a select few, none of that is enough. They want to bet on the ultimate currency: people. Whispers of underground arenas date back decades. Secret fight clubs funded by oligarchs. Exotic hunts where the prey is not always an animal. Experiments where desperate people are paid to risk their bodies for science. Insiders claim it begins innocently enough. Bare-knuckle fights in abandoned warehouses. Spectacles where the poor fight for money while the rich toast champagne. But as the crowd grows numb, the stakes escalate. One story tells of a game in Eastern Europe where billionaires bet on who could survive the longest inside a collapsing mine. Another of Silicon Valley titans paying 6 figures to watch volunteers undergo untested biotech procedures. No recordings exist, just fragments of testimony, whispers buried in lawsuits that never reach the light. It's not always violence. Sometimes it's science. In the shadows of legitimate research, billionaires fund experiments no ethics board would ever approve. Performance drugs, genetic trials, neural implants. And the test subjects? People with nothing left to lose. The homeless, prisoners, debt-ridden students, refugees. For them, the gamble is survival, a chance at money that could change their lives or end them. One leaked report described a contest. Participants were injected with different experimental stimulants, then forced to compete in endurance trials. Some collapsed, others disappeared. But the investors walked away with data worth millions. Why would someone who already has everything play with life and death? Because control becomes intoxicating. To bet not just on stocks or cards, but on people themselves. To treat life as a game is the purest demonstration of power. For the rest of us, morality is a boundary. For them, it's an inconvenience. Governments know. From time to time, raids shut down a warehouse. A journalist vanishes mid-investigation. A lawsuit is filed, then mysteriously withdrawn. But the money is too great, the power too vast. And so the whispers continue. A private island off the coast of Belize, a mountain retreat in Switzerland, a research ship in international waters. The locations change, but the game remains. Whether the details are myth, exaggeration, or hidden truth, the pattern is undeniable. When power grows too large, human life becomes cheap. And history tells us this isn't new. From Roman gladiators to aristocratic duels, the elite have always sought to turn blood into spectacle. The difference is that today, the audience is smaller, richer, and hidden from view. So the question remains, if billionaires are willing to gamble with lives in secret, how long before the game finds its way into the open? When we talk about inequality, we usually mean money, opportunity, freedom. But perhaps the real divide is deeper. For some, life is fragile, precious, and irreplaceable. For others, life itself is just entertainment. This is the most dangerous game, and it is being played right now in places we may never see